I'm going to make a chicken korma using a jar of Pataks korma paste. Quick, easy recipe for a nice midday meal. Let's go. Okay, so on a low heat, I've got a knob of butter, which I'm going to melt, and then I'm going to put my chicken into. I'm using one chicken breast for 2 people. Obviously you can use more if you want to. We don't really like too much meat. Everything falls off all over the place. Right, my chicken's going into the butter. It's on 500 on my induction hob. What I'm going to do while that's frying, I'm going to put a teaspoon of garlic powder onto the chicken, a teaspoon of ginger powder onto the chicken, and just kind of fry that up until the chicken's sealed through. That's stage 1. I like to use powdered spices instead of fresh ones. It's just quicker, isn't it, when you're cooking in the week. But you can use fresh ginger and garlic and put that in with your chicken as well. Just don't burn your butter. You know, butter's got quite a low temperature regarding burning. You can use oil instead if you want to. I'm going to chuck in a bit of pepper and some salt. Totally ran out of salt, but I've got a McDonald's one. Just put the whole packet of McDonald's salt in. Yeah, and we're just cooking, like I said, until the chicken's sealed, and then we're going to put the paste. So you can see the chicken's sealed. It's not like raw anymore, it's starting to cook on the outside. The thing is beeping. I'm not supposed to take the pan off the induction hob. I keep forgetting, not had it long. Right, now what we're going to do, keeping it on the low heat, or low to medium heat, is put in about half a jar of the, what's it called? The curry paste. So there we go, we've put half a jar in, and we're just going to stir that through. Stir that through and cook that on your low heat for about 5 minutes. Right, so the curry paste has had about 5 minutes. It smells absolutely beautiful. What we're going to do now is add the milky creaminess to make your korma. You can use a can of coconut milk. I totally haven't got any, and I've made it with normal milk before. Also, I'm going to put double cream in, and I've got a mental block on coconut milk plus double cream. It's just wrong, but you do need a bit of cream in. So I'm going to put how much milk in? Just over half a pint. There we go. So that's just over half a pint, I hope. I don't know because I didn't measure it, but that's how much you want. About 75 of a pint. Stir it round. And then we're going to go in with some double cream. You want about half a pot, so about 150 millilitres, probably a bit less. Well, I'm large, what can I say? You know, I like it creamy. I like it nice, thick and creamy. Okay, I've put in about 100 millilitres, 120 maybe. Stir it up. I mean, and basically that's it. I'm going to bring it up to a nice simmer. You smell it? I'm going to bring it up to a nice simmer. I'm going to put the lid on, put it on 120, really low heat, and leave it for about 20 minutes. I'll probably stir it halfway through. Then I'm going to leave it for later. And then what I'll do, I'll reheat it while my rice is sitting for 10 minutes, because your rice should always sit for 10 minutes. And then I'll cook it with the lid off, to thicken it up. So what will happen is, when you leave the lid off your cooking, the liquid evaporates, and that's a good way to thicken the sauce without putting extra flour and thickening agents in. So yeah, so that's a little bit thin. I possibly put too much milk in. You should measure your milk. Half a pint, let's say, half to 3/4 of a pint. But yeah, we're going to thicken it later. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. I hope I've given all the information needed there. I think so. Before you put the lid on and leave it for 20 minutes, you need to put some sugar in. Optional, but the point of a korma is it's quite a sweet curry, and it's sweet because it's got sugar in. So you want about a teaspoon. Not in a measuring kind of mood today, but it was about a teaspoon, I promise. So this is the curry after 20 minutes. I've tasted it, it's really nice, it's really creamy. Like I said earlier, if you want it a bit thicker, just simmer it with the lid off until it's the thickness you want. That's all you have to do. Put it on about 500, sort of medium, low to medium, obviously not burning it. Until it's nice and thick, and serve that with some nice rice. Yum yum. I hope you found that video helpful.